Well, I missed my mouth, but I wanted to keep my word. Today, been running a little late just because I didn't start my day late. Um, I think that's just how my brain works. So the whole concept of this is like treating it like a FaceTime and checking on you, how you doing. Don't mind, buddy. He hasn't done his bedtime training runs, so he still has a lot of energy. So once I get done with this video, he will be going outside and doing his training. I might, well, you ain't gonna be able to see him outside. It's completely dark. But anyway, I wanted to catch you guys up because I just genuinely do have a lot of stuff going on. And you're gonna have to wait because I'm not gonna get up. So I do have like quite a list of stuff going on just because I just got to keep myself busy, and that's kind of what this content creating stuff is like. It's what you want your life to be within side of reason or whatever. I don't know. I just wanted to say something deep and magical. But anyway, right now I just finished a semester. I was going to take some classes this summer, but I think I'm just going to take some clubs if they're offered in the summer. I gotta check the testing center. I know it's some offered. Um, I know that I have been working on other projects that have been like taking me away from you guys, but it's only because I be having to. And I've come to terms with this. I'm just an introverted person, and I'm not always up for certain things, and sometimes I can be a bad person. I have to just take accountability for it. I'm an evil person to be around sometimes, and I don't feel like people should be around me all the time. So hence why I like to spend time by myself. So right now I am trying to get, not trying to get, I'm trying to work. I'm not trying to work. I'm working on changing how I say things and how I go about things, because the whole in the phase of preparation, I've done a lot of preparation and planning and everything and whatnot, and now it's time to like do some things, try it. If it don't work, try another one, do it, try it, and that's where I'm kind of at. Also trying. I am also basically balancing it. I'm still balancing it because a part of me really genuinely just in true being like to myself. Don't get me wrong, I do like being around people. I do have my moments where I'm just a slice of cake and I just want to, be around somebody like a clingy dog or animal, cat, whatever. But as of lately, with everything that's been going on in the world, especially in the United States and so on and so forth, I really have been more withdrawn. I've been just finding more things that I enjoy to do. And it's not that I want to be out of the way, but at the same time, I just like what I like. And I don't feel like everybody should have to endure things that they don't enjoy or do not like to do. So, especially with me, I tend to like to keep things to myself and work on them in the midst. So, as of right now, I'm doing the student thing again. And it was a lot the first semester I went back. It was a lot, but once you have a system that you're used to having on a regular basis between studying and doing homework, excuse me, it becomes a lot easier. Another thing was, I wanted to let y'all know that we just got off a stream on Twitch, because y'all seem to think that I still don't play video games. I do. I just haven't really posted any clips or nothing. Like, I just haven't. I'm just gonna say it like that. I haven't posted any clips. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the times that I do usually keep evenings for my community. So I pretty much say my best video game times for the gaming or for the community, because when I'm not on here, sometimes I don't even play for myself, because I don't have time. So when I do get time to play the game, I'm in there. I'm immersed. So with that, oh, and also I wanted to say, that Rasan Couture made it to 7 years officially this month, and the thing is about it, like, I've had it open and closed, open closed. I think the last several years, not even think the last several years, I kind of had it closed because I wanted to take some time for myself and really see how I wanted to move forward with a lot of things, because doing business, having business, being around other people and networking and all the things have taught me a lot of things that I most definitely lacked beforehand and in my personal life. And now that I've spent a lot of time, applying myself, going out, trying different things, and even, supporting other startup companies in order to get a feel or vibe of what's going on. And sometimes it just seems surreal. Like, it just seems so unreal that people tend to forget. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm human, just like everybody else. People record on their phone all the time. But I found a way that works for me and provides for me, on top of me being able to do different concepts and ideas and different lanes and different niches, because I do have so many things that some people know me for and some people only know me for one or two things. It is what it is. But for me personally, I'm striving on adding more skills and adding other things onto my plate, because I need that challenge. I need that, feeling. Or I know some people be like, "Oh, it's you." I don't care. I don't care. That's just how I am, because I feel like I spent a lot of time just, existing, smelling the flowers, frolicking, enjoying the walk. Some people be like, some people in my community are like, "You need to go outside." I do go outside. Why you think y'all don't see me? I just don't share where I be outside, even though that's kind of. Oh, excuse me. Even though that's kind of what I'm supposed to be doing, sometimes I just feel like some folks is gonna take the fun out of stuff. So, like, I do gatekeep. I do be stingy. Um, I do be not sharing. And that it is what it is. I have my times where I share and I have my times where I don't. And I find it hilarious that my community gets that so much. But that's just because they actually stuck around long enough to kind of see what was going on. For other folks, it's more or less they survived, and I do apologize for that. I have to come to terms also how insufferable I can be, and you know I just didn't have enough hobbies on my plate. Now that I got more hobbies, I know that I'm less insufferable. If anything, I like I said, I enjoy the peace and quiet to myself, or the quiet that I do get. You hear my son in the background banging on the door, because he feel like since I'm in here talking and there's no music or nothing going on, he gets upset, because usually I'm not talking. I'm just in here probably working, being quiet. The only time I really talk is if, like, I have a meeting, or I have clients that I have to respond to, or I have, little stuff like that, or I'm outside the house, really, pretty much. But for him, he's like, you're talking and you're not talking to me. But he's gonna have to get over that. So let's see how long this video is. What is this? 10 minutes? Oh my goodness. I know it seems like it's rushed, but I have to do it. Like, I have to get in the I have to get back in the mode to really feel this shit. Cause I'm sorry, like sometimes a motherfucker bump you out of your reality and it be like, bro, I know I'm not tripping. I know this is me. I know me. So it's like I'm stretching like, oh my goodness, like it's I know some of y'all understand. I genuinely believe that I'm not the only one because for so many things that happen in this world logically and mathematically on large scales in large numbers, I would think it is impossible for people not to understand where certain people come from. But then again, look at society now. Was that a sneak diss? Yes. Do I take it back? No. So I just want to. I'm gonna keep doing the raw shots because it gives me a chance to kind of see what I'm like this because also I'm not recording off the back of my I'm not recording on my front cam, I'm doing the back, and I'm always being able to look at myself, and I guess with me being very thorough and analytical, I'm always looking for something to improve or fix or whatever the case, or I don't like how my face is looking, or I don't know how my face is looking, I don't know my expression sometimes, and I be like, I gotta chill. I gotta chill. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this. If you are new, welcome. Uh, I know that this seems like a one shot pump and dump. I get it. I know it seems really like thrown together, but it is. It genuinely is, and around here is you got to take it day by day. You got to just do what you can one day, and if you got extra, do extra another day. I'm working on a system and a lifestyle that works for me and works for what I have going on with myself and in my livelihood because I can't control anybody else. I can't make nobody else. I can't do for nobody else if I cannot do for myself. And that is genuinely one of my main goals is to be able to sustain and maintain doing for myself comfortably. I I have made it past a certain, I've made it past certain milestones for certain things, and I genuinely do not want to move backwards or deal with those things again. So, as of right now, I'm trying different things, seeing what flows, what doesn't goes, if it, what works for me because at the end of the day, it's my life, and when these cameras go off, I'm the one left handling the business of this. So, make sure you follow. Make sure you get sign up on your emails. I know everything looks old, but I can only do so much at one time. Um, right now I'm working on re-putting Rasan back out. I'm going to be putting out the classic bundles and rearranging the services and stuff so it's a lot easier to navigate and order here because I made it too complicated. And it's not that I've made it, I genuinely feel like I made it too complicated for my customers to, follow along with. And I don't want it to be too complicated and confusing because that's the type of thing that I enjoy or I like or because how my mind works. So I've been, dialing a bit back, um, so on and so forth with that. Excuse me. So make sure you sign up for your emails on Rasan Couture as well. So www.rasancouture.com. And it's a lot of business. It's a lot of different projects that I'm actually doing with Rasan as well. But we'll talk more about that on Rasan's actual page, actual YouTube. So you're gonna be getting a lot more recorded content from me just because I got stuff to do. I don't have time to always be performative in front of cameras or feeling like it's a surveillance. I know that recording what I do throughout the day is part of the job or this and that and the third, but sometimes I be in the moment, like I genuinely just be living. But I can be mindful and show y'all along the way. Y'all stay locked in this long. Y'all locked in for so long. I can keep continuously showing y'all what it is, or what I am anyway. And that's how I genuinely feel about it. Sweet Jesus, I'm coming. So let me go ahead and wrap this up real quick. By the time you see this, it's probably going to be late night, so you probably should be like turning this off and going to bed, you know, because you got stuff to do in the morning. If you don't, my bad. If you do, but I have to go ahead and go get, Buddy together for bed, because he's not going to stop doing what he's doing. So just check back in sometime this week and we will go from there. I'm really just connecting systems. I got so many systems because of all the opportunities that my community has funded and allowed me to do, you know, with myself. So see y'all next time, and love y'all. Ew. But yeah, love y'all.